Okay, boys and girls, let's get started on Math Boxes 2.6. Okay, number one, Austin read a book for 45 minutes on Monday and 25 minutes on Tuesday. How many more minutes did he read on Monday? You may draw a diagram or a picture to help you. Okay, what we know is that he read a book for 45 minutes on Monday and 25 minutes on Tuesday. And what we want to find out is how many more minutes he read on Monday. So we're looking for a difference. And remember, boys and girls, when we look for a difference, we talked about that. Subtraction is a good way to go. So we could take 45 minus 25. And remember, they want a number model with a question mark equals question mark. And then we would just figure out the difference from 45 to 25. Our ones don't change, so there's a 0. And then 4 minus 2 is 2. So 20 minutes difference in his reading. Number 2, Molly has 2 tennis balls. One ball has a mass of about 57 grams. What is the mass of 2 tennis balls? So if I have one tennis ball and the mass is 57 grams, and then another tennis ball is 57 grams, all I would need to do is add those two together to come up with my total mass. 7 plus 7 is 14. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 1 more is 11. So our total mass would be 114 grams. All right, on the next one, number 3. While playing multiplication draw, you roll a 5 and draw a 7 card. Write a multiplication number model, number sentence to record your turn. Okay, on multiplication draw, that's an everyday math game if you haven't played yet. What you do is you roll 1 dice, and that's your first factor, and then you turn a card up, and that's your second factor. Okay, so our first factor was 5 times our second factor, which is the card, which is 7, and that would equal our answer. So 5 times 7, we can just count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that would get us to 35. So 5 times 7 was 35, so that would be our score. Number 4, we're just going to solve our problems. 4 times 2, and remember we talked about anytime we multiply by 2, all we do is double this number. So 2 4s would be 8. 5 times 3, we're just skip counting by 5s, 5, 10, 15. 10 times 2, multiplying by 2s, we just double the 10, which gives us 20. 2 times 7, multiplying by 2s, we're just going to double the 7 to get 14. 4 times 10, let's count by 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40. And then 6 times 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Okay? All right, and our last one is, on your next multiplication draw turn, you roll a 5 and draw an 8 card. Now remember, our 5 would be our first one, and our 8 would be our second. So our number model would be 5 times 8. Is your score or product greater or less than the score in 3? Well, let's figure out what 5 times 8 is. Count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, our score is 40 now, and our score in the other was 30. If you remember correctly, we go back, 5 times 7 was that score, so theirs was 5 times 7 equals 35, so our score was 5 more points. So we were greater. Another way to tell boys and girls is we had 5 was one factor in both problems. Well, here we have an 8, and here we have a 7. So the 8 is a greater number, so we know that that equation is going to be greater. All right, that finishes up lesson 2.6.